Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are first time here, my name is Sima. I 36 years old woman living in between Paris and Almaty in Kazakhstan. I used to work in fashion for more than a decade and now I work in wellness. And wellness, working in wellness business actually came from my personal wellness journey of losing over 25 kilos 5 years ago. And here's the story. You can watch 40 minutes me talking, and you have to first apologize for my appearance. I've been so sick last couple of days. I had headache, temperature, fever, everything that comes along with it. And even though I had already the same symptoms 3 weeks ago, it hit me all over again. And I don't think that even COVID had the same effect on me. Something very nasty. I mean, the virus itself is around here that I cannot get rid of. Anyhow, there is also another thing that happening in my personal life, that we are moving apartments. And today, our last morning, I just sent kids to school, and except this part, everything else is packed, and I am still in my pajamas because woke up an hour ago, had made a breakfast for kids, and have to put myself together as well. The only thing that I did is skincare, and not even did anything to my hair. I'm not gonna do anything today because everything is packed already. But there is a thing about me as well. I love everything that is in order, and I love when things are said, they have to be done. So to me, is making these YouTube videos is something that I promised to myself and I promised to my team. And also, I recently got a new camera, Osmo DJI Pocket, and this is what a gift from my close friend Fatima, and she brought it for me for birthday. So back to it, what I was saying. So we are moving today. This is our last morning here, last breakfast, and last everything. And while I was packing, meanwhile being sick, that's another challenge. But I found out again another observation of myself and confirmation that I'm pretty a minimalist person in every single aspect of my life. And if I will compare myself to my younger sister who's 18, our beauty routine and regime and the amount of beauty stuff she has and I have is 100 to 10. And I'm kind of proud at the same time of myself, and also I thought it's a great opportunity for me not to miss another week of YouTube because of a lot of the things: discipline, new camera, moving, something to share, and another observation of myself that I am actually doing so well in so many life levels. And this is part of me in wellness, beauty, and as well style and fashion. So let's get into it. So number one, and I wish I could show you my beauty counter, but next time. In exchange, you have my kitchen that is not packed yet, and you have to excuse the mess and ignore it. The only thing that left is some stuff I don't know, blender, and I don't know what else. There's a breakfast that is still undone and a lot of dishware, but we're gonna talk beauty. So when it comes to beauty for me is first, I would say every four aspect that I'm going to talk about, all of them are to me is about minimalistic approach. And when it comes to beauty, to me, I always start with small sizes, or that could be like a tester or travel size, to try if I really like it, if it suits my skin, because I have a sensitive skin. Even now, maybe you can see that it goes red because I woke up an hour ago and already put my like hydrating cream and SPF, but still when I touch too intensively, it will go red and white. So I have to be very careful, and that's one thing. So that means I'm not overbuying stuff, and I never buy something new before I didn't finish something different. And that also means I don't have a big beauty cabinet. It's very spacious to me, and I can see everything I have. It just clear out the mind, the space, and everything, and makes me feel so more free in a way. So I love good packaging. So to me, it's like, yeah, good product, and probably packaging starts first and then the product. But minimalistic approach, I say less but better always, and I never try to find like a cheap version, or like a substitute with something that are more easy to buy. I can travel far for something that I need, and I will annoy my friends to bring it from States or from UK or France if I'm not there. But I will patiently wait for that exact bottle of something. So less but better. The next one is food, and you know what, it makes me so happy to think about this, because I love the fact that I sorted this in my life, and the fact that my business is also about food, and I bring a lot of good things to other people as well, because eating clean is something that is still a lot, has a lot of stigma, and people have a lot of preconceptions and misconception about it. But I think easier the food, better outcome. So to me is eat not less but better. And when I say better, I don't say difficult products. Like, for example, let's say 10 years ago in Kazakhstan, something like avocado was weird, but today is the same thing as, for a lot of people, same as butter, for example. And we also have avocado in my house, and in my cafe, avocado is like top 5 products that we buy every single week. So what I'm trying to say is that I love when food is simple as it gets. So let's say we are making avocado toast. It has to be the best bread possible. Spread it maybe with some, I don't know, cream cheese, and very super clean avocado and some salt. Yes, you might think or consider that eating healthy is difficult and expensive, but to me, easier is better. Again, same as in beauty. I can eat exact same food every single day, and most of the day I start with just eggs and some cheese, which is easy to find. And when you see a coffee shop, or not a coffee shop, when you see a cafe or a restaurant that makes it complicated and creates it from a lot of ingredients, just run away from there, because clean and easy and good food not supposed to be covered with a lot of things, and not supposed to be mixed up with in together, and it has to be simply mixed together, and less ingredients is better. And this is a key to actually to clear up your palate, and maybe get rid of the sugar addict and a lot of other stuff. To me, I love sugar, but I managed and I found a way to find it in other resources, and also create alternatives. And in our cafe we have a lot of desserts that we use, for example, for sugar we use erythritol or something different, but always something that comes from a natural ingredient. So eat not less to look good, but better. And I never count calories. That's important. Even though I've been on a journey of losing weight for a year, that wasn't a day when I counted calories. What I counted is protein and carbs. That's it. Because when you don't eat enough protein, you lose weight, you lose fat, and along the way you also lose muscles. And muscles are really hard to bring back. So be careful with that. Counting calories, Never say no to something high protein, to let's say a sugary battery, or I don't know, to Sneakers, for example, which has the same amount of calories. So again, eat not less, but better. While I'm gonna talk about movement, here is the smoothie that I made for my baby brother. He didn't eat it because he decided that it's better to sleep a little bit, a bit more than to eat something, but he managed to eat all of his supplements. And just if somebody interested, since I'm got sick still, I'm drinking this vitamin C and something for my lungs, and this is practically protein, which is collagen in 5,000 milligrams every single morning, because I am over 36. And I think it's very important to say that I feel so much better in my 36 than I felt in my 20s, emotionally, physically, and I think I look better as well. Anyhow, moving to movement. Number 3 is movement and consistency over intensity. When I was losing weight, the 50% of my result was moving my body, and I was obliged to make 10,000 steps every day, and I had to send proof to the girl who was coaching us. First months I was totally ignoring it, and I was like, no, I was just like eating clean and trying to keep up with my diet, but all of this crazy about 10k steps, no. I lost weight on the first months very easily, but second and third was a bit harder, and then I started to make those 10k steps, and everything changed from there. Because it just adds another energy you burn, and at the same time it's just make you this person who moves all the time. And I applied for gym membership a year later, and I never stopped. Since there, I am 4 years old member at the gym club, and I never regretted. And it is costly, and yes, it's kind of expensive, but I always say that my membership and also all of the gears that I buy, my outfits and my sneakers, this is an investment into my mood and into my body. And what I'm trying to do is, now I'm focusing to build muscles. It's very hard for me because I have something that has to do with like protein intake, and my body doesn't really take in it as much as I am consuming it for it. But anyhow, I choose consistency over intensity. I'm not saying you guys have to like run marathons. I hate that. I say you have to do something light. Start with 5k steps. Buy yourself like a walking pad. It's very easy to walk at home, and if, for example, you live in a city that's unbearable for walking, and nobody says you have to apply to membership. I was waiting for at least a year, and before that I was waiting for the whole life to apply and to buy a membership. But what I learned over the years in working with same people who come to our cafe trying to lose weight or like maintain the weight, consistency. When we talk about movement, consistency over intensity is the key. That's it. Just stick to it. No matter what you do, you have to build your schedule around it. So let's say, for example, I have my I train with the trainer every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And this is non-negotiable. I don't have meetings. I never go out. From 10 a.m. to 12, I am at the gym. 1 hour with her, and after that, I'm making my 10k steps on the treadmill. And I've been doing this for a very long time. And before that, I was doing class sessions at the gym as well. And before that, I was only making steps. But no matter what you do, and no matter what budget you have to move your body, and this will bring you to the stratosphere. And also, over the years, when we lose muscles every single year, and especially when we hit 30 something. So I lose muscle while we speak. So this day will be very intense and filled with movement, which makes me happy. But at the same time, if not this, I would probably go to the gym and I would complete my 10K steps. So this is not a miracle, you just have to do it. Style is number 4, and smart, effortless in elegance, and also probably smart, effortless, and minimalistic approach to my wardrobe is essential to me, and I think this is where everything else started. So I apply same like less but better to my food, to my beauty, to style. And to me, like my fridge and my wardrobe is kind of the same. I merchandise it the same way. I want to see everything that is in my fridge, and I want to see everything that I have in my wardrobe. So even though I own 5 years, almost 5 years, I had my own shop that was started in Almaty, and then I moved it to Paris, with filled with amazing emerging fashion brands from all over, mostly from UK and States, but brands like Regina Bio, Marquis Almeida, or Être Cécile, or Awake, a lot of cool brands that you know now. I've been selling in my shop, and with some of them I've been working for the season 1, and I was hunting for those brands and fighting as well with other retailers, like small retailers like me. But in Paris it was a bit harder. Anyhow, all of those brands now in Galerie Lafayette, Champs-Élysées, you can find them there. What I'm trying to say is that I had an access to enormous potential of a huge wardrobe, and even though I had it before, my wardrobe was very small all of the way, because I don't think that first big wardrobe doesn't say you have a great style, right? And spending money on clothes that you don't need is something sometimes useless, and it's really hard to resell. As you know, it doesn't have any much value, and I prefer to invest in pieces that I will wear like a lot of seasons in a row, and also something that when I wear it, I feel better, I feel energized, I feel confident. And to me, style is about confidence. When you put a look together and you wear it, and when you have this feeling, then then it's done, and that means that you are in the process of getting to know yourself. I think the whole life, the journey is like getting to know yourself is an adventure, but one path I think figured that I don't really need a lot of clothes. I know what kind of style suits me best, and I stick to the same brands when it comes to denim or when it comes to shoes, and I just rebuy the same style when something got destroyed. For example, I just throw away 2 pairs of Golden Goose, and I really like the brand and I love the shoes. They were serving me one for 7 years, another pair for 6 years, but they just got destroyed because I was wearing them so often, and I'm just gonna buy the same ones in the same colorway, and we'll be wearing them for another 6 years. And same comes with a lot of other stuff. When I see that something suits me well, I will just buy the same one in other colorways, and that saved me so much money, and it saves me so much time. I'm not going to the shop and wonder what kind of thing I need. I always know what I need. Even when I see the resellers, so let's say I'm scrolling on Vestiaire Collective or something else, I scrolling so fast, and I always have things in my favorites, and I'm just watching the price if it's dropping or not. Sometimes like buying from resale platform is cost effective as well, and I sell my stuff sometimes as well, which is make space for other things. But of course, most of the time I buy from the shop. But when I buy from the shop, it's something that I know that I will wear lots of times. And when I buy from reseller, it's something that I was hunting for and I can't find it. For example, I've been hunting now for a particular Celine bag that was made by Phoebe years ago, and I need it for summer. It was white one. I tried to find a picture, I put it here with big red letters. Can't find it yet in a good condition, but I will. So sometimes, yes, I hunt, and I love this hunting process. And also I always hunt for a great pair of jeans and great pair of Levi's vintage jeans, and this is like a game to me. Try to find Sima a new not a new, like a vintage Saint Laurent, something that you will cherish and wear sometimes. And Saint Laurent was a brand that I'm really hunting for quite some time now. And yeah, a lot of things that I really love, and some things, if you know something about it, I particularly look for collection Rive Gauche, and that's 70s 80s, and that brings me so much joy. And there is a shop in Paris in Palais Royal that called, there's only one actually great vintage shop in that area, in the Palais Royal. Amazing, filled with, I don't know, a collection or pieces, like art pieces that was curated. And this is my dream. This is what I'm aiming for. I want to have a curation, like some people from art, they are making collecting things for their personal collection. And what I try to build in my wardrobe, a lot of practical things as well. But when I buy vintage, I want something to look at it as my personal selection of beauty. So that's it. That was 4 things, and thank you guys for sticking with me for this very hectic day that is ahead of me. And I'm so happy that I did it, and it took me only 20 minutes. And wish me luck, and I hope at the end of the day I will stay sane and happy from new place that I just